Let's talk about Moon. The beautiful Moon. Hello everyone. This is AWZ. Welcome to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy. What is the Moon? The Moon, the sole natural satellite of Earth, orbits the planet at a distance of around 385,000 kilometers on average, 239,000 miles. One of the most recognizable sights in the sky is the cratered surface of the rocky asteroid, which has a diameter of slightly under 3,500 kilometers, about 2,160 miles. The Moon takes 27.3 Earth days to complete one orbit around our planet, which is also how long it takes for the satellite to rotate once on its axis. The result is that half of the Moon's surface is always facing Earth. The Moon's other half, which is incorrectly known as the dark side despite receiving the same amount of sunlight as the more recognizable side, was first visible in 1959 when the Soviet probe Luna 3 sent back a series of pixelated images. The Earth and the Moon are tugging on one another, reducing the rotation of each, resulting in an orbit known as tidally locked. The Moon's gravity also acts as a brake on Earth's spin, lengthening our day by about 1.4 milliseconds every century. The Moon is also slowly separating from Earth, increasing its orbital distance by anything from a few millimeters to over 30 centimeters per year. The Moon was 24 times larger and 16 times closer to Earth when it first formed, roughly 4.5 billion years ago. How was the Moon formed? Most scientists agree that the Moon was created from the shattered pieces of an early Earth-Mars collision. This planet was given the posthumous name Theia. Many forming planets and protoplanets would have had overlapping and unstable orbits that put them in danger of colliding early in the solar system's creation, about 4.5 billion years ago. A collision between two bodies of comparable size may have vaporized both, leaving behind a mixture of molten minerals and hot gases that are now spinning in space due to gravity. Denser components from Theia might have settled into a core for a rejuvenated Earth to develop around, while lighter elements and debris could have accumulated to form the Moon. Materials from the Apollo missions strongly provide support to this theory over other theories, such as those that contend the Moon was pulled into Earth's gravitational field. The Theia idea gained support in 2020 as oxygen isotopes from the lunar surface underwent a new examination. There is still possibility for a different theory, according on discrepancies in estimates of the Moon's age, which range from 4.425 billion to little over 4.5 billion years ago. One is that it originated from a ring of debris known as a synestia, the vaporized remains of yet another newborn world. Why haven't humans returned to the Moon? Only 12 humans have set foot on the Moon, despite the fact that more than 105 robotic spacecraft have been launched to examine its surface. The last time was in 1972, when Gene Cernan, the Apollo 17 mission's commander, spent 22 hours total scouting out the Taurus Littrow Valley. Ability of any government or organization to explain the cost to citizens and stakeholders is a significant barrier to bringing humans back to the Moon. In other words, a well-funded space firm or the government would only need to make the case that it is worthwhile. This was simpler to accomplish during a time of superpower conflict that raised the possibility of another world war. The US and Soviet Russia gave each other a justification for funding their space programs as they competed to show off their technological superiority. Without this threat, comparable missions would need persuasive arguments to justify spending more than $100 billion, which is the amount that was estimated in 2005 as potentially necessary to relaunch human-focused lunar programs. solving a number of issues concerning radiation, the scouring effects of electrostatically charged moon dust, and significant temperature changes would also be necessary to push the boundaries of human habitation of the lunar surface. Within the next 10 years, NASA's Artemis missions may send astronauts on lunar missions back to Earth. And this time, we may even have the first female footprints found in lunar sand. Whether the program ushers in a new era of space exploration or is just a nostalgic journey down memory lane will depend on their ability to demonstrate the benefits of taking on the risk and expense of maintaining a long-term presence on our only natural satellite. Interesting moon-related information. What was the moon made of? How do moonquakes occur? Learn 10 fascinating details about our nearest cosmic neighbor. 1. Only the moon is a permanent natural satellite of Earth. It is the largest planetary satellite in terms of the size of the planet it circles and the 6th largest natural satellite in the solar system. 2. The second most dense satellite is the Moon. Those whose densities are already known. Io, a satellite of Jupiter, is the first densest. 3. The Moon always depicts the same face of Earth. The rotation of the Moon and the Earth are synchronized. Large black plains, volcanic maria, that cover the voids between the light ancient crustal highlands and the noticeable impact craters define its near side. 4. The Moon actually has a dark surface. Although it seems extraordinarily bright when contrasted to the night sky, its reflectivity is only slightly higher than that of cracked asphalt. The ocean tides, body tides, and the modest lengthening of the day are all caused by its gravitational pull. 5. The Sun and Moon are different sizes. The Sun and the Moon appear to be almost the same size from Earth. However, the Moon is 400 times closer to Earth than the Sun despite being 400 times smaller. 6. The Moon is evaporating from Earth. Every year, the Moon moves 3.8 centimeters further away from Earth. 7. A rock colliding with Earth created the Moon. The Moon was produced, according to the most widely accepted theory, when a rock the size of Mars collided with Earth not long after the solar system started to develop 4.5 billion years ago. 8. The Moon and tides both cause the Earth to move. Everyone is aware that the Sun and the Moon work together to influence the tides in our oceans and seas on Earth. However, much as it does with water, the Moon's orbit around the Earth causes a tide of rock to rise and fall. Although the effect is not as dramatic as it is with the seas, it is nevertheless measurable since each tide causes the solid surface of the Earth to move by several centimeters. 9. Quakes also occur on the Moon. They are known as moonquakes rather than earthquakes. They are brought on by the Earth's gravitational pull. Moonquakes can last up to 30 minutes, as opposed to earthquakes, which only last a few minutes at most. But compared to earthquakes, they are significantly weaker. 10. The Moon has water on it. This takes the form of ice that has been trapped in surface and subsurface level dust and minerals. On parts of the lunar surface that are permanently in shade and extremely cold, where the ice may persist, it has been found. Comets most likely brought water to the Moon's surface. This is all for now. Check out other videos on our channel. Enjoy.